Well, hello everybody, how are we? My name is Unicorn Pondu. Welcome back to another video. And Chantal uploaded another vlog, actually, not going live. And it's called Weigh In and More Health Arc Vlog, which wonderful. Okay, great. Love that for us. Woo. So, without any further ado, I guess let's see what Chantal has to say today, shall we?
Hello, foodie beauties.
So, you need a birthday gift idea for someone special, don't ya?
No, I don't actually. Thanks, though.
Hi guys, salam alaikum. Welcome back to another video. So it is like 10 a.m. here. Oh, it's like 11. So it's 11 here. I just had a shower, put on some clean pajamas, and I'm going to do a bit of skincare while I talk about my weigh-in and a bit about little history about me for those of you who don't know. So let's get it.
I know the woman that had her entire life history and she said everything and told us all the stories is not going to be out here telling us, like, if you guys actually don't know about me, girl.
Into it, yalla. So first thing I use on my skin a lot is rose water. Apparently it's really hydrating and refreshing. So I just...
Oh my god, no. Rose water on the skin is hydrating? No. And also, I've also heard that water put on the skin, if you leave it on, it could dry out your skin because, you know, all the moisture that's on the skin dries out and then that dries out your skin. That's why I've heard those.
Just kind of take a bit. It's kind of messy, but I just kind of put it all over my face because I love that like refreshing sense of, you know, refreshment on my face. Especially now it's like 42 degrees outside Celsius. Yay. So, that's why I put my pajamas right back on after I showered, you know, and got ready a bit because I don't feel like going out there right now in that weather. Okay, so I'll first do the weigh-in, which I'll put here, which is...
And so I look at this and I'm like, isn't that just kind of weird and suspicious that, like, the second someone says, like, oh my gosh, no, guys, I've lost weight. The second that they do that, guys, I've also lost 30 pounds overnight. It's a complete miracle. Hallelujah. It's just, I know, it's weird and wild and quirky and unique. It's either terrifying that that actually happened if it did, or suspicious.
You can see here, I won't remember it off the top of my head. But, so I'm down like 15 kgs right now, total, because like the last time I weighed in at the doctor's, I was 166. And now I'm 151 something. So that's actually the lowest I've been in a while. You know, and yes, you know, being sick kind of gave me a boost because I didn't eat for a few days, but I've been eating pretty normally for a few days now. So yeah, so that is good. I hope that I can, you know, maintain. I feel like I've, you know, lost like the way some t-shirts fit me are baggier than before. So, you know, I'm not obsessed with numbers on the scale, but I'll weigh myself like maybe next week or something. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe before that. Oh, that's refreshing. Okay, now I'm gonna put my moisturizer. So that's my weigh-in for today, and today's Tuesday. I think the 28th. So, while I do this, I always put my lip plumper lip gloss on. Yeah.
Okay, with that being said, I am speeding her up to 1.5 because I've never seen anybody apply any sort of lip product. She's just like, let me just apply my lip plumper. Okay, just let me and this is already sped up, so you're welcome.
Because it takes time to, you know, work around. I don't think I'm going to put very much makeup on or anything like that. Another thing I wanted to talk about, I'm using Peace from Lush moisturizer. I like this one more. It's kind of like for summer because it's kind of cooling. Like it has like a aloe in it, cocoa butter, almond. So, and then I tend to use my Skin Shangri-La in the evening more. I don't know. So it's very thick. I'm just gonna put that on. So last time I did a live, I talked French. Just a few times I've talked French, like here and there, and people are like surprised. Like there's some new people, right? Like my channel.
Who? The people that you had to beg to get to 100K? Like who? Like magically, for some reason, y'all, she can go from 98K to 100 and what is she at? 101K pretty much within a week's time. But the second she gets that back, oh my, just magically every single new subscriber is stopped. It's not just weird and quirky and unique, but like all of these brand new people are still here. Sure. I mean, all the people that are super impressed by your, from what I've heard, super broken, you know, not super great French. Wow. Great.
channels growing, mashallah, like slowly but surely. And people are surprised that I can talk French. So I think that's honestly all. I don't even feel like putting eye makeup on. I don't. Just feel like being clean and fresh today.
Oh my gosh, clean and fresh while, putting on 20 pounds of a really thick moisturizer and rose water. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I thought I would talk a bit about like my growing up history a little bit, like where that comes from.
She's Canadian. You're welcome. There you go. There's this entire thing that she's going to be telling us. She's from Canada, and she has a French last name. And also she's in the part of Canada that speaks French. There you go. There's that entire segment. That could have been skipped if she just told us that bit. You're welcome.
And yeah, so my elementary school went from like kindergarten to grade 8. And excuse me. I went to my mother put me in a French Catholic school. So we only spoke French. We were taught French right from kindergarten. I even think pre-K was French. So I was put into, from grade 1 to grade 8, like intensive French Catholic strict school, where we only started learning English stuff like in grade 4. And it was like a lesson a day. It was, we would get in trouble if we were heard speaking English in the hallways. It was really strict, like Catholic, because like my teacher was called Sœur Louise, like Sister Louise, like a nun. And it was nuns, and it was attached to a church. It was called Sainte-Croix. École élémentaire Sainte-Croix. Je vais vous raconter une petite histoire de ma vie. And it was like right attached to a church. And we would have to go to mass and do confession, the Ash Wednesday, get the ash on your forehead, communion, everything. So I know I'm Muslim now, but I was raised, Catholic. My parents weren't strict, like religious or anything, but
Wow, like no. Girl, who is this video for? Like genuinely, actually, this is a genuine question. Who is this video for? Who? Like maybe one new person that might not know who you are and randomly finds your video? Like who? What this is just word salad, so that way she can make it to 8 minutes, even though this is a 22-minute video. Like, girl.
So not only that, but my dad is French, pure French Canadian. He showed me our family tree once, and like if you go right back to like the 1600s, 1700s, I think like just historically there's like people named Napoleon in our lineage. Okay, so I'm French. My grandfather, Sarro is like a specifically French Canadian name. Like if you look up Sarro, it's French Canadian. My dad's last name is very French. My grandfather, that's where that comes from. So that's the French in my family. And my grandmother's side, no, they're English, they're Irish. So in elementary school, I learned French, Now at home I didn't speak it because my mom didn't speak. She spoke very basic French, but she wanted me to have that because in Ontario it's usually easier to find a job if you're bilingual. So thanks me. Anyways, so then after grade 8, grade 9, it was when you go to high school during my time. So there wasn't like a middle school. So then I went for a little bit in high school to La Citadelle, which is like the French high school in Cornwall, Ontario. And they were very strict. They were Catholic and they were very strict. Like if they heard you speaking English in the hallway, you can get in trouble. So I'm just going to let my moisturizer absorb into my face. So yeah, I didn't like that, the curriculum too, like the teachings were very like intense. It was a hard school. And I only had one friend who went there because she was very French. So I followed all the rest of my friends who were like, come to St. Lawrence. So from Citadelle, I went to St.
I wonder where Pete fits into that story. From what I've heard, Pete's was a high school friend. So like, where's Pete's in all this?
Lawrence, but that's when my French education pretty much stopped. I don't remember if I took a French class in high school. I really don't. I don't remember like exactly all the classes I took, but mandatory French at St. Lawrence. No, it's an English public school. So, excuse me. So my history in French is basically just like, I went to a very intensive French elementary school. So growing up, like when you're a child, that's the best time, you're to learn a language is what they say. So I think it's like up to 10 years old. So in my childhood years, that's when my brain was shaped and I learned French, and it just always stuck with me. I never like really practiced at home, and I don't really use it now either. So like it's rusty for me. And to be like, if somebody's talking to me in French, I'll understand what they say, like, 100%. But some words, I might struggle with finding if I'm trying to hold a big conversation or something. I couldn't, do like a French lecture, but, in French they say, je me débrouille, I get on, I can do it. Like if I had to travel or something. And, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty fluent in French. Like it's always stuck with me. And because the French they
All of this, honestly, guys, it's just going in one ear and out the other. It's just like French. Like, there's nothing really to be either reacting to or commenting on, because it's just like, what am I supposed to say? Like, oh my gosh, it's so impressive. You can speak French. Oh my god, it's so cool and quirky and like unique. Like, genuinely, oh lordy, this one should have just been edited down like a good bit.
taught us, right, was like, proper French, like, in an educational institution. So yeah, I learned French that way. So not only that, but my family, like especially on my dad's side and my grandfather, my mom's dad, whom growing up with, had a lot of influence in my life. They were tout français. His family was very French. So anytime we would go visit, like my aunt, my aunt Florette, passed away, may she rest in peace. She would always like speak only French. Like she didn't know any, and my cousins didn't know any English. So I remember us going to like my grandfather's chalet in like the Laurentians, when he had his chalet. And it was like winter, and I was like I had like an emergency kind of. I was out playing with my cousins, and they buried me in some snow. We were like kind of burying each other in snow. And I had trouble getting out, and I was like, trying to vocalize that I'm like in trouble, and they didn't understand what I was saying. But yeah, I don't think, like, I was pretty young, so at that point I didn't really know, I guess, or while I was panicking, I didn't think how to say it in French, like, au secours, like, aller trouver d'aide, ou quelque chose comme ça. Like, I didn't think, I didn't have that in my brain at the time, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's true. Like,
And also, I only know like very, very basic French. I mean, to be fair, I guess also on top of that, like Canadian French versus like France French is not definitely the same thing, but I learned very basic Duolingo French, so just her accent is a little bit funny to me personally.
like, I don't remember what my level of French was back then, but it was, yeah. So my family, like all that to say, my family there's a very French side. Sato is very French Canadian.
Oh my god, wow, you have French lineage, and you're from Canada, that part of the Canada that speaks French. Like, no. Oh my god, really? That's so... Girl, please. For the love of God, get some new topics.
Even if I go anywhere and it's bilingual, or if I go to Quebec and they're like, what's your name? And I say Chantal Sarro, they're like, en français? They always ask me if I want to speak French because...
Oh my god, wow. You have a French last name, and they're going to be asking you if you want to speak French because you have a French last name. That's so quirky. Lord help me.
I think that I'm French, and it's like, no, my mom was English, and I didn't really speak it at home. So it's like melting now that it's like getting hotter on my face. But this stuff is really good. It'll make your skin so smooth, I swear. Yeah, I have a few blemishes, but rosacea. So anyways, that's a little bit of my history. And in case you didn't know, I'm pretty sure I've told this story a million times, but it seems every time I talk French, people are like surprised that I know French. Like, I went to...
Nobody is. I guarantee you, and I can speak this as somebody that's not you. It's like, cool, grats. I don't know another language. I wish I did know, but just okay.
A French school my entire elementary life until I was 13. So that's when your brain is learning languages, So anyway, yeah, and that's it, I guess. And that's my weigh-in. So I will try to keep up. I've just been eating. What have I been eating? I haven't been cooking yet. I'm not, like, I'm just starting to feel normal. Excuse me. So yeah, it's going to take me a bit longer, maybe another, few days to a week to just reorganize everything in my life here and get up and try again, So I've just been eating a lot of fruit, like really juicy, hydrating, like things that are hydrating, like a lot of salads, a lot of fattoush, a lot. There's this trio of beans. I think it's Iranian style breakfast, where it's like large fava beans, chickpeas, just plain like in like this water, and then this like other one that they make with like spinach. I don't know. It's so good.
Oh my god, that's so quirky and unique, and also, oh, her babe brought her food. Wonderful.
Actually, so I brought back the breakfast, and these are the beans I was talking about. So this is just like they call it hummus, which is just, you know, you think of hummus as a sauce, but it's actually just the chickpeas. Yeah.
We call it nahi.
Nefi?
Yeah.
Okay, and this one is ful? No.
Bajilla.
Bajilla?
Yeah.
They're huge. They're huge like beans. And this is like my favorite. This is
Ash.
ash.
Mm.
It smells like there's greens in there, onion.
Super healthy.
Yeah, a bunch of beans. I don't know. It's delicious. And this is jarish.
Yeah. Made with chicken.
So there's chicken, and it's like some kind of like wheat grains that they use. I've never tried this yet. I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll try now.
Yeah, try it out.
Let me go in here. First time trying jarish. Bismillah. Mmm. It tastes like barley to me, like exactly like barley or something. It's really good. I don't know what spices they use, but it's traditional food here. So, yeah. So we're gonna go eat, and yeah. And these are the breads. They're like huge, but you just break them apart.
And all these Iranian style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the Iranian cuisine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I know you said that yesterday.
Yeah.
So I've been eating like a lot of like beans for like breakfast and stuff like that, if I eat breakfast. Otherwise I usually just have like one main meal where it's like I'll have like a lot of salad, a little bit of chicken, and some rice. I've been eating rice every single day, not maybe like a quarter of what I would normally eat, maybe even less than that. And I find that's been satisfying and filling. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens when the cravings come back. But I have like this like rage inside of me for like, I dare it to come back. You know, like I dare it to come back and ask me to eat pot pie. I swear. Do it. Ask me. Go on cravings, ask me to eat pot pie and see what happens to you. You're gonna get the biggest F you know.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'm not even like the thought of that doesn't even appeal to me right now. Honestly, it doesn't. So we'll see.
Oh, just wait a few months. Oh, girlies, the rice is gonna be back. Everything's gonna be back. Pot pie is, 3 a.m. spaghetti with 20 pounds of Parmesan. Big quotation marks on the Parmesan part. Then from a can. Yeah. Probably allegedly gonna be coming all back. But of course, Chantal's in like her dainty era where she's just like, I don't want to actually eat all that right now. Lord, she loses any amount of weight. Oh my gosh, she's just so skinny you can barely see her. Don't ask her to like turn sideways. We'll lose her, y'all. Yeah.
I've just been craving more natural food, and I think I'm gonna, when I do start cooking again.
Natural food. Like, what does natural mean? Exactly, because a lot of brands and a lot of food companies try to sell you natural, organic, no GM, like everything under the sun to make you spend more money on the same exact product or mark up like beauty products or something because it's all natural and there's no preservatives, which if you really want to think about it, what does preservatives do? Yeah, it preserves things so that way it can actually stay stable longer and not mold on you. So preservatives are there for a reason, not just, they're not bad words, I promise.
And I'm going to be like planning what kind of things, like I think really high volume, like vegetable, like just a huge stock pot of soup that I love because I've been eating lentil and vegetable soup every day. So I'll just throw a bunch of vegetables, lentils, and just blend it. I love it. Cheese sauce, I found a hack for cheese sauces. I'm gonna just make like for one meal just like a huge thing of broccoli and like I don't know if you guys know, like a long time back I tried this recipe and it was really good. It's the cheese sauce and it's made with carrots, potato, and nutritional yeast, so it's literally fat free. So, and nutritional yeast is like super chock full of vitamins. It's crazy and it's so good. Like I couldn't tell that it wasn't cheese sauce. It's creamy enough. There's ways of like making like substitutes, like how I love like creamy Alfredo sauce kind of. You can make like an Alfredo sauce with like cauliflower. You blend cauliflower, you add like silken tofu. Like there's different like alternatives that taste amazing still and are super healthy. So I've just been like watching a lot of those videos of like people who,
but it's not going to taste the same to her and she's going to be like, oh no, I don't like it. I want the real thing, which which there's a reason why there's not a bunch of people making Alfredo sauce out of cauliflower, is because it probably either doesn't taste close enough or, like, you know, it's not good. So
Who have lost a lot of weight eating volume foods that are like very low calorie but are very healthy, like mostly vegetables. So I'm trying to stay away from things that are really, you know, really high fat, saturated fat, like creams and butters and stuff like that. So that never does me any favors. So yeah. And yes, of course, no like white pasta, like processed like breads, nothing processed essentially. Like I'm not going to eat anything from a package. So yeah, even like if I go to a movie, because there's a movie I really want to see, I'm not going to get, like, the thought of drinking Diet Pepsi grosses me right out. It's like, just why drink just a bunch of chemicals? What's the point? And the
because, like, those are, like, the best chemicals that you will ever drink.
popcorn, no, I don't even like popcorn, and I'm not eating the nachos. There's no way. Who knows what's in that orange dye? Like, no.
Oh, girl, please. Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, what's in that moisturizer that you put in? What's in that lip plumper? Exactly, girl. Who knows what's in that orange sauce in it, girl? And like, it's never bothered you before, but now all of a sudden you got sick one time. Hey guys, I don't know what's in that orange sauce. Please.
So, yeah, I could maybe try to make my own like nacho cheese, like with that sauce. I don't know, but I'll probably just bring some pistachios or something. Who knows? Anyways, I guess that's it. Yeah, the fruits I've been eating, a lot of plums. I love plums, peaches, some watermelon, stuff like that. And yeah, that's it. That's my way in, and that's my update. That's my little history. So I will see you guys next video. Okay, hope you have a good day.
Okay, great. So that was probably, these videos just keep getting worse, honestly. Just like, yeah, guys, I know French. Did you guys know I knew French? I know French. Did you guys know that I knew French? Here's my whole entire backstory about being French, even though I have a French last name, and also I live in the part of Canada that speaks French. But like, did you guys know I speak French? Oh my gosh, guys, I speak French. It's not that big of a deal, but like, did you guys know I speak French? Oh my god. Anyway, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. And did you guys know that she speaks French? Okay, bye.